क्लास पर सरी ऑडियो ऑन करो स्टार्ट करो दबा
Am I audible?
Hello?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, we should wait for another some minutes because we just started now. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, till then you can join if you they're not joining, so we can interact. Okay, you have any doubt, any problems, anything related to the subject or before any other course in geology?
No, sir.
Okay, you said you are a government servant, so you are working at in which sector of government?
Sir, from Department of Post.
Oh, postal department. What is your designation then? Yeah, there.
Sir, Postal Assistant.
Oh, in which place?
Puri Head Post Office.
You had any course related to geology in your previous educational background you have, or it is new for you?
No, sir, I just have the interest. I have taken geology, botany, and then geology.
Okay, you are just your aim is to just acquire a degree or some knowledge about geology or anything you have to do specific in this area or what?
No, sir, not specific area. I just have chosen specific area for geology, not geology. But I just taken the subject geology for my interest only.
Okay, okay, interest only. Okay, it's kudos to you. Very good for that. But you can pursue some other also means you can go further in this also geology.
Yes, sir,
That's good.
sure.
Okay, mean you are giving other exam or what? Like this only you are only acquiring only knowledge only. You have to give some exam or not? Are you preparing for
No,
something?
no,
So
sir.
exam or
I'm preparing for UPSC.
you are
So
preparing for civil service? Okay. Have you given?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Only
How many attempts you have given?
no, sir. No attempt. I have not completed my graduation. So I'm just completing my graduation. After graduation, I will
Oh,
appear.
oh, oh, you haven't completed. Okay, good to know. So, how is the preparation going? Oh, you haven't started, or you have already started the preparation?
I have started from basic knowledge, not the type of hard work or no.
No, no, you don't need to do any hard work. You have to do smart work. Okay, as you are working, so you do. You should. I don't know what are the timing you're going to have, what the free time you're going to have, how you are managing. But you don't need to do any hard work. You have to do some smart work. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Because there are many things not to read than to read. There are only to precise amount of thing to read, not many
Yes, sir.
things that we're going to grab or what. So it's good to know that we're preparing for UPSC. In your previous, have you spent in your previous classes,
Yes,
have
sir.
you in this physical geology or other things, other previous courses, or have you have studied like that, or you have only what was kind
Yes,
of?
sir. I have studied
Okay, from material itself.
first year in first year. Yes, sir. From materials I have studied.
Okay, any field or practical knowledge, lab knowledge you have?
No, sir. I don't have any practical knowledge.
No, being geology is a practical subject. If you have that interest, but in Puri, in the SSC college is there, geology is also there, I think. SCS college, Saman Chandrasekhar. There is also geology. You can go and avail the lab system there. Being a student of geology, you can avail there.
Okay, sir. Let's see.
Okay, you only one. I'm waiting for some others to come. So you are just posted after your plus two or what?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I think you can start the session.
Okay, it is audible now. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So from previous class, we have already seen what are the rocks are, what is the definition of petrology, what is petrology, from where it is derived, what is the study of rocks known as, types of rock, or the types of rock. There are three major types of rock: igneous rock, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rock. Igneous rock is also known as primary rock. Then sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock both are known as secondary. They are known as rock because from primary rock. Then sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock both are known as secondary rock. They are known as secondary rock because they are derived from the primary rock. Sedimentary rock is derived from the where the erosion they got transported and they got again deposited in a sedimentary basin. Then they went through compaction, cementation, diagenesis process to form sedimentary rock. Likewise, igneous rock went through high temperature and high pressure to result metamorphic rock. Again, this metamorphic rock got weathered, eroded, transported, and deposited in the sedimentary basin, and also then went through compaction cementation to form sedimentary rock. This is the whole process of formation of rock. Okay, I have already described about what the igneous rock is, what sedimentary rock is. Today we'll see what are the metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock. Metamorphic is composed of two words. One is meta, and another is morph. Meta means change. It is known as change, and morph means form. Change in form of rock, the rock whose initial or original form has been changed, is known as metamorphic rock. So how this original form changed? There are many agents who acted upon the rock to change originality or the initial composition structure, whatever is present in the primary or initial rock. So what are the agents we're going to study further? First, remember that meta means change, morph means rock. Okay, the term metamorphic is derived from the Greek word meta, which means change, and morph means form. Likewise, you have studied in your geomorphology, you have already studied geomorphology. So geo means earth, morph means form, logy means study. Study of earth form known as geomorphology. So here in metamorphic, change of form. Metamorphic rock forms when pre-existing rock which are pre-existing rock means the rock which are formed before the metamorphism. Before the process of metamorphism, the rock that were present are known as pre-existing rock, are also known as protoliths. Okay, proto means previous, lith means rock layers. Okay, they are known as protoliths. This undergo solid state change. This is the most important thing, the solid state change. The form changes at which state? Solid state, not in the liquid state. Liquid state of rock is known as magma. At magma stage, the form doesn't change. The metamorphism always takes place at the solid state without melting. In response to elevated temperature and pressure in presence of chemically active fluid. So here are the agents. What are the agents? Increase in temperature, increase in pressure, or chemically active fluid, or also we can also tell them hydrothermal fluids. Okay, these are the agents that result metamorphism. Okay, if we say just like your pre-existing rock is limestone, limestone will undergo enormous amount of large amount of temperature and pressure to form what? Marble. Okay, there are also other names in mineralogy, we call them isomorph. I think it's another isomorph, just like so. Limestone get metamorphosed to form what? Marble. Okay, what happened when limestone is a sedimentary rock. It is a loose rock, it is a soft rock. It's just we break when just we can break in our hands. So when this rock undergoes temperature and pressure, when temperature is applied, when pressure is applied upon it for millions of years, this rock get converted into marble. Marble is a what? It is a crystalline rock. It has crystals. Then it is hard.
Sir, is marble hypovessel rock?
Marble is a, you cannot say it is a hypervisual rock. You can say it is hypervisual rock. Yes, it is in intermediate. It occurs in intermediate depth. This intermediate depth is an ambiguous term. We don't have that exact depth. At what depth we are going to say it hypervisual. At what depth we are going to say it plutonic. But it is a relative term. Hypervisual, plutonic. Volcanic, we know that it is present on the surface, but below that, at shallow depth, we'll call it as hypobasal rock, and below that, we are going to call it as plutonic rock. Okay, we don't have that exact depth. What is the depth at what meter or what centimeter, what kilometer? We are going to call going giving them all these terms, but these are the relative term. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Just remember that this is an initial thing, but when you're going to read it descriptive, then you will come across all these things. How then are also other things. We carbon, coal is completely carbon, and graphite is also carbon. Diamond is also carbon, but their physical properties are different. Carbon being so hard, diamond being so hard, graphite is so soft. You can it scratch by fingernail. Okay, but their composition is same. But they due to their
Yes,
atomic
sir.
structure, due to their atomic structure. Okay, but here this is not a thing. But I think you have already studied it in mineralogy. I think hopefully. So in metamorphism, this limestone, when undergoes temperature and pressure, it changes its form. Okay, you can see the change of form. Before being metamorphosed, it was soft, it was porous, it was permeable, it was the hardness was so low you were able to break in your hands. But when it came across high amount of temperature and pressure, when it applied upon it, the form of that limestone changes to marble. Marble is hard rock. We know that because we use it in our flooring. We do idols from there. We do temples. All these things due to its hardness, because it can withstand wear and tear. It is used in flooring because it can withstand wear and tear, whereas limestone is unable to withstand wear and tear because it is soft rock. So you saw that here is a change of form. The form has completely changed because of application of temperature and pressure. Okay, this may take thousands to millions years. Okay, no precise timeline, but that might be taking thousands to million years. We don't know the exact one. So metamorphism is essentially an isochemical process. It is an isochemical process. Okay, the position is, the chemical condition is isochemical. That is, the bulk chemical composition of rock body is more or less unchanged from the protolith or original rock. So isochemical means in limestone the chemical composition was CaCO3, calcium carbonate, and marble is also CaCO3. So barely the chemical composition change in chemical composition takes place. Okay, but in a broad sense, so it is isochemical. The composition of limestone is equal to the composition of marble, but what the form has been changed. Here the form has been more rigid, more tough, more withstanding to wear and tear. So metamorphism is isochemical, but their internal chemical structure changes, their arrangement of atoms changes, their lattice, we say that arrangement of atom, we call it as lattice. The lattice changes. So what it results hard and tough rock, whereas limestone is a soft and undurable rock. Okay. The cause of metamorphism. What are the cause of metamorphism? I already said heat. Heat means temperature, fluctuation in temperature.
ରେକର୍ଡିଂ ହଉଛି ତ ଚାଟ ବକ୍ସରେ ଆସୁଛି ତ ସେ ପିଲାର ଏନରୋଲମେଣ୍ଟ କହିଲେ ତ ଏନରୋଲମେଣ୍ଟ ଲେଖିଦଉନି
ରୋଲ ନମ୍ବର ପାଇଁ କହିନି,
କୋଉଠି ଏନରୋଲମେଣ୍ଟ ନମ୍ବର ଲେଖିଦଉ ଚାଟ ବକ୍ସରେ ତାପରେ
ଗୋଟେ ପିଲା
କମେଇ ହେଲେଣି ଗୋଟେ ସାର୍ ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କହିବା ପଇସା କଥା
ସରୁ
ତାକୁ ଚାଟ ବକ୍ସରେ ଦେବା ପୁଣି ମୋତେ ସ୍କ୍ରିନଶଟ ଇଏ ପ୍ରିଣ୍ଟ ଆଉଟ୍ କରିଦେବା
ସେଇଥିରେ
ଚାଟ ବକ୍ସରେ ପିଲା ଜଏନ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାକୁ ଏନରୋଲମେଣ୍ଟ ନମ୍ବର ଲେଖିବ ଏନରୋଲମେଣ୍ଟ ନମ୍ବର ଲେଖି ସାରିଲା ପରେ ଚାଟ ବକ୍ସରେ ପ୍ରିଣ୍ଟ କରିଦେବ
से पळे आसी चैट बॉक्स रो एटा पळे आसी ओके एंड टेम्परेचर increased heat allow chemical bonds to break easier. So increase in temperature, it facilitates breaking of chemical bonds. We know that many types of chemical bonds are there: ionic bond, covalent bond, van der Waals bond, hydrogen bond. All these things we already know, or it might be knowing. So this bond, there are many durability of that bond. The toughest or the hardest bond is the ionic bond. So temperature, increase in temperature breaks the chemical bonds easily. Okay. So breaking the chemical bond, what happens? It can facilitate other arrangement. In the arrangement, the chemical that arrangement or the bond arrangement in limestone was transformed to hard arrangement, to tough arrangement due to what? Due to application of temperature. Because bond broke and they formed new bonds. This one deteriorated to give rise to new bonds. Then pressure. Enhanced pressure cause minerals which open lattice to collapse. Likewise, like temperature, a pressure will also break the bond. Okay, it makes the lattice open. Lattice I've already told about the arrangement of atoms in a certain arrangement of atoms known as lattice. Okay, so the lattice collapses or breaks, forming more dense crystals. Okay, there was the arrangement was spacious, but when application of force took place, it became dense. So dense result to more tough and more durable one. Then differential stress. Stress is what? It is nothing. It is a pressure. Pressure is what? Pressure is force per unit area, known as stress. Differential stress is of two types. One is uniform stress, another is differential stress. Uniform stress is what? Your hydrostatic pressure. When pressure is applied on a body in equal magnitude from all the sides are known as uniform pressure. Likewise, when application of stress on a body is unequal, of different magnitude, then we'll call it as differential stress. This differential stress is the cause of metamorphism. Okay. Then hydrothermal fluid or chemically active fluid. Apart from water, hydrothermal fluids or solutions that chemically react with metals. We know that when acid reacts with something, it changes it. When it is dropped on your screen, it changes the form of your skin. It burns. It itching takes place. Whatever the form is changed. Likewise, when chemically active fluid acts upon the rock, it also changes the form of the rock. Okay, these are the broad agents of the metamorphism. So what are the process due to that processes metamorphism takes place? First one is your recrystallization. Before knowing recrystallization, we should know about word crystallization. We know that in volcanism, the lava erupt. Then as soon as it erupts, it releases energy to the atmosphere. Then it gets solidified. It also get crystallized. The one that crystallizes very fast, it is known as, it forms glass or fine grain. I have already told you in previous class, or fine grain. So that is known as crystallization. Okay. There is a rock, it was initially formed. There was crystals were formed when it was igneous rock. Okay. When this rock will again undergo great amount of pressure, high amount of temperature, then what will happen? The crystal present in this rock will they will change their shape, they'll change their arrangement, they'll form new crystal. So this process is known as recrystallization. Crystallization of crystal is known as recrystallization. So change of shape, size of grain without changing the identity of mineral. Identity will not change means we know that it is isochemical. So the identity will never change. As I given you the example like your limestone and marble. Here limestone what? CaCO3, calcium carbonate. Marble is also same. Identity of the mineral has not been changed. Identity is same, carbon, calcium carbonate. But what happened? The shape, the size, all things changed. Where in limestone it is fine grain, it become coarse grain in marble. Okay, here you can see limestone may recrystallize to form marble. So what happened? The recrystallization took place. Then phase change. Okay, phase, there are in in chemistry there are phases, just like your solid phase, liquid phase, gaseous phase, plasma phase. We also said it also state of matter. Okay, the change of phases. But previously we have studied that metamorphism will only take place what in solid state, not in liquid one. Let's see what is happening. Of course, when the mineral retains the same composition but different crystal structure. Chemical composition is same, but crystal structure is different. So crystal structure makes the mineral hard. Likewise, your graphite and diamond. Both are carbon, but their hardness are different. Diamond being the hardest substance in the world, in the earth. The graphite is what? Its hardness is. Do you know the hardness of graphite?
Graphite is sharp.
Soft, but do you have any idea about what is the hardness is? How the hardness is calculated? There is definite term is there.
No, sir.
Have you heard about Mohs scale of hardness? I've already
No.
studied mineralogy. Mineralogy.
Yes, I have studied, but not thoroughly.
There is a term. There is a major important Mohs scale of hardness. Okay, MOHS.
Okay, sir.
It is. So it describes the hardness of minerals. So sometimes if something asks to me, it is getting monotonous. So I am not getting. I am not used to this. Matlab, not giving this kind of lectures. You ask me something. Okay, it is getting monotonous. Okay, I am speaking. So okay,
Okay, sir. If there will be any doubt, I will ask you.
yes, yeah. You can ask if you need anything related to your previous topic or what you can ask because uh, only I am speaking. It is getting too hectic type. It should be interactive, hopefully.
Okay, sir. I will ask.
Okay. So phase changes, same composition but with different crystal structure. Okay. Here likewise you're in limestone and marble. Crystal structure has been changed. Kyanite is also a kyanite is in you. I don't know if you have studied or not. Kyanite is a mineral, only mineral having two hardness. Okay. In the form of yeah, you have studied all the optical physical properties of mineral. Have you any idea about all those things?
No.
Okay. Okay, kyanite is the only mineral which have two hardness. It is bladed. Kyanite is form of kyanite is it is blade type. Okay, it has two hardness along the length and across the length. Along the length, its hardness is 5, and across the length, its hardness is 7. It is the distinguishing property of kyanite. So crystal structure, a kyanite, the chemical composition Al2O5, the crystal system is triclinic, may change to silimanite. The kyanite changes to silimanite. There complete change in their optical property, their physical property, but still the chemical composition is same. Then pressure solution. The pressure solution takes place when the mineral grain dissolves where their surface are in contact. When two grains are in contact or the crystals are in contact, when there will be pressure from both the sides, what will happen? This grain boundary will what? It will dissolve to form these two crystal forming a single crystal. This is known as pressure solution. Solution why? In a solution, what happened if we merge two iso?
ସେ ଡିସପ୍ଲେଟା ଟିକେ କଟିକି ଆସୁଛି ମାନେ ଫୁଲ ଆସୁନି।
Okay. ଆପଣ ସ୍କ୍ରିନଶଟ ନଉଛନ୍ତି କି?
ନା ସାର୍।
ନେଇ ପାରନ୍ତି ଯେ କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ। ୱେଟ୍। ଦେଖାହେଲା ଏବେ?
Yes sir.
Then it is known as pressure solution. It will two crystals when they contact to each other and pressure is applied. Then these two, the grain boundary, the boundary between them, it get dissolved and the whole thing get into single grain. It is known as pressure solution. Then plastic deformation. Plastic deformation happens when a rock is squeezed or seared at elevated temperature. Elevated temperature means higher temperature and pressure. It is written 2 times on it. This takes place without changing the composition of mineral. The mineral behaves like soft plastic and change shape without breaking. Okay, just like your rubber. When your rubber is when you hit that rubber, then we squeeze it or we hammer it, when it's cold, it takes that change that you have already hammered, you have squeezed or what you have done during that condition where temperature was high. So this is a kind of the pressure plastic deformation. Okay, plastic and elastic you have might be knowing what is plastic and what is elastic. What is elastic?
Plastic is the material and I don't know how to explain.
ओडिया रे कहि परिए?
प्लास्टिक तो डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ माने मटेरियल्स को नेकी हे परबो बट इलास्टिक मींस जोटार इलास्टिसिटी थाए सेटा।
तो इलास्टिसिटी कौन? जो सब्सटेंस को डिफॉर्म कला परे इट कैन रीगेन इट्स ओरिजिनल सिचुएशन, ओरिजिनल पोजीशन इज नोन एज प्लास्टिक और इलास्टिक। जेमति तम रबर बैंड स्ट्रेच करी छाड़ देले पुनी जहा थिला पुनी से आइजो ताको कहउची इलास्टिक। बट ए ब्रिक,
yes sir,
ताको थरे डिफॉर्म होवा परे से होता ओरिजिनल शेप साइज को आसीबनी तो हेटा हला प्लास्टिक तो तांको प्रॉपर्टी को कहवे इलास्टिसिटी एंड प्लास्टिसिटी ओके
Okay, sir.
then metamorphic reaction or neocrystallization तो metamorphic reaction कौन neo means new crystallization in previous slides we have studied about recrystallization. Here is new crystallization. So what is that? It results in the growth of new mineral crystals. Due to what? Due to what situation? In what situation the new mineral will the growth of new mineral will take place? Just like your elevated temperature, elevated pressure, or highly active chemical fluid. All these things will result the growth of new minerals. Deterioration of previous one and creation of new crystals. They are different from those protoliths. ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କ ପ୍ରୋଟୋଲିଥ୍ ଠାରୁ ଅଲଗା ହେବେ ଯା ପ୍ରିଭିୟସ୍ ରକ୍ ଯାହା ଥିଲା ତା ଠାରୁ ଅଲଗା ହେଇକି ସବୁବେଳେ ରହିବେ ଓକେ ଯେମିତି ଅଲୱେଜ କିପ୍ ଇନ୍ ମାଇंड ଲାଇମଷ୍ଟୋନ୍ एंड मार्बल वन लाइमस्टोन पूरा सॉफ्ट आउ पूरा पोरस एंड परमेबल सेम रे सेम कंपोजिशन थाई कि मार्बल व्हाट इज इट इज हार्ड इट इज क्रिस्टलाइन इट कैन विथस्टैंड टू वेयर एंड टियर कैन विथस्टैंड टू डिफॉर्मेशन टू सम एक्सटेंट. So this is very slow process and happens through diffusion of atoms in solid state. It is slow process and diffusion of atoms. What is the diffusion? Diffusion means to get diffused, to get merged in solid state. Metamorphism will always take place. It always take place in solid state, not in the liquid state. Okay. This was metamorphism. Then in next class we will see. Just go through that. Hopefully, I don't know that. I don't remember that. We're going to study about the igneous rock. So in igneous rock, we're going to study about what are the textures, what are the structures, what are the forms. Okay, we're going to study all those things. So just go through that topic. We'll be discussing all those things. What the texture is, what the structure is. But before going to that, go through the optical and physical properties of mineral. Just like your physical property, what are the physical property? Physical property just like your color, luster, streak, then your fluorescent, phosphorescent, then your hardness, then specific gravity. All these things are physical properties of mineral. And the optical properties you might be knowing. Have you studied optical properties? आपण पढ़ी
So optical properties means in the sense.
क्या से बहुत टर्म आछो से ये रे तो मैं एंती कहबी प्लियोक्रोइज्म जानछिन आपण
No, polarization एगुड़ा सब optical properties रे जाए के.
हाँ प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट पोलराइजेशन कोन व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय पोलराइजेशन प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट कोन ऑल दिस थिंग्स माने किछि किछि जिंस आसीबो जोटा कि रिपीट करे अपन टाइम न मिल पारे बट काइंडली गो थ्रू दैट पुनी छिंते आसीले पुनी टिके बुझिया कि हबो आपण आपनको रोल नंबर टा टिके चैट बॉक्स रे टिके सेंड कर दियो
Okay, sir.
ओके नेक्स्ट क्लास आप देखि देथिबो टिके स्ट्रक्चर्स टेक्सचर्स माइक्रो स्ट्रक्चर मेगा स्ट्रक्चर व्हाट आर दे जेमि volcanism related बहुत जिनस आसियो, what is a lava, पा होई lava, पिलो basalt, पिलो lava, all these things 12 भी आप एथिरे दरकार एथिरे भी यूपीएससी रे भी सब जो जियोग्राफी रे अछि एगुडा सब पिलो लाभा कौन
Okay,
पिलो
sir.
बेसल्ट हाँ ऑल दिस थिंग्स ଆପଣ ଆପଣ ଯଦି ୟୁପିଏସସି ର ବି ଦେଖିବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର सिलेबस जो ଆମର GS1 लास्ट रे अछि
Okay.
geographical event all those things then okay এটা আপনার সেকেন্ড ইয়ার বুঝে
Yes, sir.
okay means you are 1922 batch
1922.
ସରି ମାନେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ କେତେରୁ କେତେ
Oh yes, हाँ 2019 ରୁ start ମାନେ join କରିଥିଲି July 2019.
ହଁ ମୁଁ ସେଇଆ କହୁଛି ଏଇଟା 22 ଯାଏଁ ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କର
Yes, sir.
ଓକେ hold a minute ଆଉ ପୁରୀ ଷ୍ଟଡି ସେଣ୍ଟର କୋଉଠି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଇଗ୍ନୋର
SCS college.
କଲେଜ ଓହୋ ସେଠି ତାଙ୍କ ଫ୍ୟାକଲ୍ଟି ପଢାନ୍ତି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ନା ମାନେ ବାହାରୁ ଆସିକି ପଢାଇ ଦିଅନ୍ତି
ମୁଁ ପୁରୀରେ କରିନି ମୋ ବିଜେପି କଲେଜରେ ହିଁ ମାନେ କରିଛି
ଓ ମାନେ ପୁରୀରୁ ଆସନ୍ତି ବିଜେପି କଲେଜ
ହଁ ମୁଁ ସଣ୍ଡେ ବହୁତ ଅଳ୍ପ ଯାଇଛି 2ଟା ନା 3ଟା ସଣ୍ଡେ ଯାଇଛି
ଓହୋ ବିଜେପି କଲେଜ ତ ଜିଓଲୋଜି ନାହିଁ
ଇଗ୍ନୋଟା ଡିଷ୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ନା
ହଁ डिस्टेंस लर्निंग बट आई थिंक ତାଙ୍କ ଫ୍ୟାକଲ୍ଟି ବୋଧେ ଥିଲେ ବୋଧେ ଦିଅନ୍ତି କଣ ଆଇ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ନୋ ମାନେ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ତା ଇଏଟା ମତେ ଲାଗେ ବୋଧେ ଯୋଉଠି ତାଙ୍କ ଫ୍ୟାକଲ୍ଟି ଥିବେ ଯେମିତି କେନ୍ଦ୍ରାପଡାରେ ଅଛି ଜିଓ
ନା ସାର୍ ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଇୟରରେ ତ ଜମା ବି ମାନେ କ୍ଲାସ ହେଇନି କେବଳ ଏନଭାୟରନମେଣ୍ଟ ସାଇନ୍ସର ହେଇଥିଲା ଆଉ ଇଂଲିଶର ହେଇଥିଲା ଆଉ କୋଉ ସବଜେକ୍ଟର ହେଇନି
ଓହୋ
ଅଗଷ୍ଟରେ କେବଳ ହେଇଥିଲା ଭର୍ଚୁଆଲ କ୍ଲାସ ହେଇଥିଲା ସେତିକି
19 ଅଗଷ୍ଟ
ନାଇଁ ଏଇ 2020ରେ ହେଇଥିଲା
ଅଗଷ୍ଟରେ କ୍ଲାସ ହଉଥିଲା
ହଁ
ଆରେ
ଭର୍ଚୁଆଲ କେବଳ ଜିଓଲୋଜିର
ଓହୋ ସେଥିରେ କଣ ପଢା ହେଇଥିଲା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ
ଫର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଇୟର ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ଥିଲା ସେଇଟା ହିଁ କଭର ହେଇଥିଲା
ଓହୋ ମାନେ କୋଉଠି ମାନେ ଫ୍ୟାକଲ୍ଟି କୋଉଠି ହଉଥିଲେ
ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ ମାତ୍ର 2ଟା କ୍ଲାସ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିଛି କାରଣ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନଥିଲି ସେଇଟା ମେସେଜ ଆସିନଥିଲା ନମ୍ବରକୁ ଇମେଲକୁ ଆସିଥିଲା ତ ମୁଁ ଇମେଲ ଚେକ୍ କଲାରୁ ଅଲରେଡି ବହୁତ ଦିନ ପଳେଇଥିଲା ତ ମୁଁ ମାତ୍ର 2ଟା କ୍ଲାସ କରିଥିଲି ସେଇ ଗୁଗଲ ମିଟରେ ହିଁ ହେଇଥିଲା
ଓକେ ଠିକ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ତ ଏଠି ଆସୁଛି ତ ପିଲା ଜଏନ୍ ହିଁ କରୁନା ଯୋଉଠି ଏଠି ଆସାଇନ କରାଯାଇଛି 18 ଜଣଙ୍କୁ କ୍ଲାସ ପାଇଁ ଏଟା ଆପଣ ଜଣେ ହିଁ ଆସୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଠି
ଓକେ ସାର୍
okay then have a nice day let's call it for a day
Thank you, sir. You too have a nice day.
Thank you.